Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Takes the handoff. It's Maffa. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Quick step and go. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
6-9-1, Gators score. Easy.
Running the red zone is Haynes. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Reload.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. Coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finding open areas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Turns it on at midfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now from inside the red zone. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting aggressive here and going for two.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. They went for two, hoping to vault on top, but they're still sitting a single point behind. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Might be looking to run. Stands in and takes the hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The Wildcats will move the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Leaves it with the running back. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Skips away from pressure. He's looking on the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Coming after it. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
First and goal, Kentucky.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Kentucky, 13.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give from the gun. Just ran over it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Get set.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Pocket starts to collapse. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some success.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It's still third and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Georgia State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Back attacking this defense on third down. Got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those points.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Makes the grab. It's key. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To throw, it's Vandergrift. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Clemson 17, Kentucky 13.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Keeps it. He might have gotten way too greedy there. Held it too long and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
On the move, it's Maffa. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.